Hello?
Hey, what's going on, shawty? This ain't John.
Yeah, this me.
I ain't man word in the street, man. Lucifer trying to murk you out, bro. Got a price on your head and whatnot, shawty.
Say word.
That's the word around the town, shawty. Know what I mean? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'ma call you back.
Somebody told me that the devil want me dead. Okay. Word on the street, he put some money on my head. Okay. Somebody told me that the devil want me dead. Okay. Word on the street, he put some money on my head. Okay. I said, somebody run and tell him I ain't never scared. Somebody run and tell him I ain't never scared. Somebody run and tell him about the one who bled. Somebody run and tell him what my savior did. I was just chilling at home. All of a sudden, I get a ring on my phone. They said the devil is on me. He said he's sending his army. I said, man, nothing can't harm me, because the Lord, he don't guard me. I tell a demon, get off me. I tell the devil, get off me. I told you, you cannot harm me. I got my shield in my armor. I told you, this is not karma. Boy, I'ma sow like a farmer. Then I'ma reap like a farmer. Then I'ma cut like a barber. I cut you off if you fake it. I cut you off if you hate it. I cut you off if you flaking. Don't care what you saying. You working for Satan, and what you displaying ain't God-like. And you tryna dim my light. The devil got price on my head, but tell him that I'm never scared. Somebody told me that the devil want me dead. Okay. Word on the street, he put some money on my head. Okay. Somebody told me that the devil want me dead. Okay. Word on the street, he put some money on my head. Okay. I said, somebody run and tell him I ain't never scared. Somebody run and tell him I ain't never scared. Somebody run and tell him about the one who bled. Somebody run and tell him what my savior did. About that stuff that they selling me, I'm too official, no reverie. I know that Jesus was testing me. I killed them demons like rest in peace. I plant the seed just like sesame. Came from the street just like sesame. My brother say Jones riding next to me. The devil cannot get the best of me. Yeah, like Noah, come hop on the boat. I'm feeling like Noah for sure. Yeah, my brother stay with me on go. I know that they never fall. Yeah, it's time to get back on the road. We bout to go knock out a show. Yeah, the devil already know what I'm on. That's why he tryna bargain my soul. Yeah, I know the Lord, he gon' come through. Everything gon' be okay though. I came up straight from the playground. I built the plot like a Lego. Remember them nights you just struggled in. For dinner had rice and potatoes. The devil got money in my head now. I keep some hitters on barrel. Somebody told me that the devil want me dead. Word on the street, he put some money on my head. Somebody told me that the devil want me dead. Word on the street, he put some money on my head. I said, somebody run and tell him I ain't never scared. Somebody run and tell him I ain't never scared. Somebody run and tell him about the one who bled. Somebody run and tell him what my savior did.
This is a
Squad.
That ball is belted. Welcome in Carlos Gomez. Hello. Goodbye.
Oh man, yeah. We rockin' now. Yeah. BS3 Sports. Okay. Sports news, get it first when you're getting off of work. Even working when you're at work, acting like you're working hard when you're hardly working. I'm a maverick like Dirk, getting Franklin's like Kirk. Hold up, boy. X Squad, you don't know them boys? Being talking facts on every topic. Overall, we just talking noise, just being boys. Covering Texas sports in them tall heels. That with the fake pass over to Elliott. Better guard your grills like a car for real. Yeah, Cowboys gonna bring a bowl back, Lord willing. Yeah, Mavericks gonna bring a ring back with Mark in it. We live sports, we talk sports, we dream sports, we eat sports. The teacher about to teach the course. Welcome to BS3 Sports. Gross. Oh man, yeah.
Welcome to the BS3 Sports Show, Saturday edition. Getting it in at 2 Central Time, 3 Eastern. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We got a great show planned for today. First off, going to be talking the weekend sports, so various different topics. Also, we'll have great guests on the show, Filmmaker Deondra Edwards and Arthur Leonie Mattison will be coming on the show as well, talking about her new book, The Thread, which will be coming out. NFL training camp is here. How many of you guys are excited about NFL is going to be here very soon? That's what that means. Got training camp news, got holdouts going on, specifically Zeke Elliott, who is not at camp. Who knows if he's going to show up, when he's going to show up. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you're listening to the show live, thank you. If you're listening to the show after it's over via podcast, thank you as well. You can find the show on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, TuneIn. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you'll be able to find it. Shout out to Mac Field Level Feezy in the building. Thank you for coming in first. So also Courtney Harden, he said happy Saturday. Appreciate you for coming in. Be on the lookout for The Real Deal with Courtney Harden, which will be coming very soon. And shout out to X Squad Radio, which the show is on. Also, shout out to the No Phony Podcast Network. And shout out to Rapture Ready Radio, which you can hear the podcast on there as well. So there's a lot of different avenues you can hear the show. Much appreciated, again, everybody, for tuning in. We may have some times to do some call-ins. Shout out to my co-worker, Jennifer Pettit, in the building. She says she's driving. Appreciate you. Just had an event at my apartment complex. I'm a part of something called Apartment Life. We do a couple of events per month, and we help build community. So we had a grand opening for the dog park. And my co-worker, Jen, came by. So much love and much appreciation to her for doing that. So let's go ahead and get right into some of the topics from this week. NFL-wise, Mike Tomlin of the Steelers gets a 1-year extension. I think he deserves it. There's mixed reviews. There seems to be mixed reviews on Mike Tomlin. I don't understand why it's so mixed. I understand people say, well, he hasn't won in a while. People say, what has he done lately? But the Steelers are always in the mix. I don't care what season it is. I don't care who may or may not doubt the Steelers. They are always in the mix every single year. Every single year they are in the mix. And people that don't like Mike Tomlin, I don't fully understand it. Because it could be one of these other coaches that are just middle of the road or average. And this guy is not middle of the road. I don't think he's average. You look at last year losing some major players. Now, they did make the playoffs. But losing some major players, and they didn't miss a beat in a lot of situations. So for me, Mike Tomlin is still that guy. I would love for him to be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I would love that. I would pitch in for that. If they had a money pot that they passed around all of Dallas, I would put a couple of dollars in there because I would love to see Mike Tomlin come in here and coach these Dallas Cowboys. And the Steelers fans, a lot of these Steelers fans are ungrateful, complaining. Every time anybody that's against Mike Tomlin, when they open their mouth, just complaining. Like, you guys are in the hunt every single year. Now, do you win a championship every year? No. But who does? What team wins a championship every year? Nobody. So you cannot just hope people don't use that complaint. Well, what has he done lately? He is a top 10 coach. I agree with you 100%, Courtney. I love Mike Tomlin. Glad he is the coach of my Steelers. Never had to lose a season as the coach of the Steelers. Facts. Tomlin is a top 10 coach. Plus, he has that Super Bowl, which gives him clout. I agree with you right there, Courtney, too. I disagree with any disrespect of Mike Tomlin. So, Mike Tomlin, Steelers, 1-year extension. Let's get to the holdouts here. We got a couple of holdouts going on right now. Michael Thomas is absent from Saints camp. Zeke has not reported. He didn't get on the team plane. He didn't show up for the physical. So as of right now, he's a non-report. Shout out to Eddie Moe in the building. Thank you for tuning in. He is a non-report. Now, what we all have to understand, though, is this is any type of fine that he gets is at the Cowboys' discretion. Any fine that he gets is at the Cowboys' discretion. It is not a league fine. The NFL is not going to fine Ezekiel Elliott. It is going to be the team. And the team can fully decide if they do or do not want to fine Zeke. And I have a Facebook friend that he has unlimited access to training camp and a lot of different things. Dallas Cowboys scouting. The guy's name is Tyson West Coast, Tyson the West Coast Cowboy. And he made a great point. We got to realize that whatever they do decide to fine Zeke, when he gets this new contract, which is going to come from somewhere, somehow, he's probably not going to pay a dime. He's probably not going to pay a dime of that fine because whatever contract they give him, you already know it's going to be a massive signing bonus. And whatever that signing bonus is, they could just take that out of the fine or whatever it is. So the amount of money that he's going to lose training camp wise, I don't really know if that's what he's actually going to pay. Players do have an advantage. For me, though, in this particular situation, I am going to disagree with Zeke. A couple of reasons. Number one, you were just in Goodell's office last week. You just did this apology as something that you won't do again. You won't see you will not, and people will not see you in the same spot, which that's the right thing that you do. But then you hold out. He doesn't really have that much leverage. I get his point, and his point is he wants to do this because say he gets injured this year, this could definitely affect his career. He does have 2 years left on his deal. He's got 2 years left this year, and the Cowboys picked up his option for next year. So the Cowboys have the leverage in this whole thing. If they want to take as long as they want, they can do that. So I just don't fully agree on Zeke doing it right now. I'm not saying he should not hold out, but I think right now, to me, it's not good timing. But Zeke definitely should get paid. He is in my opinion, the best running back in the NFL. If you want to put Gurley, you could put Gurley in that conversation. If you want to put Le'Veon Bell with a year off. But as far as Zeke, though, he's the best running back in the league. He's going to get his money from whatever team that may be. But I don't know if him holding out, depending on how long he's going to hold out, I don't know how that's going to affect his money, even though I think it could probably affect it just for a little bit. Shout out to my man, Kev, Clutch Talk Sports, who's in Jamaica right now, jumping on the chat line, in the chat room. Appreciate you for coming through. Enjoy your vacation. You can get off of here now and enjoy your vacation. Don't forget the Cowboys drafted 2 running backs, so Zeke is replaceable. You're right, Mac. Now, look, hold on. Let's say this, though. These running backs, though, do not match up to Zeke. But I get what you're saying. The combination of those two guys could possibly give you something. Shout out to Mo Cheese in the building. Grits Lawn Service. If you're in the Atlanta area, Grits Lawn Service is available out there for you. Put the info in the chat room. Phone number